What's up, everybody? This is Brett Patrick with the Kingdom Dreamers. If you don't know what that is, we're a community of people keeping the dream alive with Christ at the center. So today I want to make a video about how you can't be successful without fixing your soul first. The true essence of that is success in itself is being aligned with your God-given purpose and bringing that to life. That's a success. So if you don't take away anything else from this video, like that's the true definition of it. There's so many people out there who have a lot of money, a lot of fame, a lot of power, and they're still empty inside. They're still chasing something, and I wouldn't call that a success by any means if you're empty with all of these material possessions. So that doesn't mean that resources aren't good, or that resources are evil, or that influence is evil. It's just when your soul isn't aligned correctly, when your soul isn't pieced together and at one with God, all of these external factors will not fill that void. That void is eternal, and most people try and fill it with something earthly, and it always falls short. So what I want to give is a background of everything that I've done wrong, and hopefully save you some time to and then show you at the point where I actually started to get aligned with my God-given purpose, with everything in my life, and where I finally started to feel successful even before like all of the material resources and popularity and influence and all of those things, because God is refining that in me, that season, to be able to handle that, to equip me before I get there, because it can be a drug just like anything else. So there's an equipping season, a portion of this story that I need to get ready for and be built up in God before I can get those things. So where I went to high school, went to the Marine Corps, went to college, did car sales, did internships, did a lot of different ventures, business, etc. A lot of self-development, self-improvement, but I didn't have God anywhere in the mix. And externally, I did accomplish a lot of things, but at the end of each one, even after these, really amazing physical challenges that I set out and aspired and accomplished to do, I was left at the end of it feeling off, feeling like I'm missing the mark, almost like I was in the dark in some way, like there must be more to this, or this doesn't feel truly like where I'm supposed to be. And that nagging feeling was, I believe, the Holy Spirit calling me forward to a relationship with God, calling me forward, calling me up, and trying to pull at my spirit and saying, allowing me to see all of these earthly things and being like, that's not it. You can keep chasing them, but like that's not going to fulfill you. That's not what success looks like. So, I had a girlfriend, everything, but I had these dreams somewhere deep inside that I knew were more, I don't know, more than I could handle, more than I thought were even possible. Like, almost like a superhero movie type of thing, where I'm climbing from the ashes and saving a city or the world, or those types of feelings where, man, I was meant for more, but I kept on, I was like I was falling short or off the mark in some way. And that had carried on for a lot of years, and throughout that time I was I was so upset that I wasn't aligned in that way. I was so misguided and mixed up and to be honest, just broken in a lot of ways, because I would do these things and then I would feel empty. I would build myself up and then I would feel empty. And so then I got caught up in, like just drinking too much and doing drugs and like weed mostly, but other things too. And and nicotine. It was just like a constant trying to feel okay with where I was at, but I knew that I was meant for more. So I was like numbing reality to accept where I was, rather than trying to get aligned with what I was truly meant to be. And after a while, I couldn't take it. I couldn't. I wanted so badly to be a success and wanting to be just okay, and be like, honestly, like I wanted to do life correctly. I wanted to live what I was meant to do, and I knew that there was something, but I was missing it. I couldn't figure it out on my own. I would say I could figure out a lot of things, but I couldn't do it on my own. So that came to a point of surrender, where I knew I needed to give up all of these vices, all of these things, and surrender to God. And it was last year after my birthday that I knew, from all of my like spiritual progress, I had studied a lot of different religions, done meditation routines, like studied, yeah, all of these things, and I knew that Jesus Christ was Lord. Like I knew he was God. And so I finally, but I didn't want to follow him, because I thought that, that means, well, it does mean giving up a lot of things. It means giving up these girlfriends, the drugs, you need to be of sober mind. And it was more of a surrender than me forcing myself to give these things up. And I wanted life. I wanted to live correctly more than I wanted to keep on numbing myself in these ways I couldn't figure it out. So I realized that I was not good. I was not good on my own, and I needed help. So I surrendered to Jesus Christ, and I decided to start following him. And I got myself in a recovery program at the same time. And what I learned through that process is that vulnerability, humility, and letting God lead me had started to restore my soul, putting the pieces back together and weaving that story, weaving all of my traumas and bad experiences and life, making those all a beautiful tapestry of my purpose and my calling, of what I'm meant to do. And that's meant to lead others. That's I'm meant to give my story and distill these lessons and point people to God, to a relationship with God, so that he could do the same thing for you and give you your purpose, give you that successful life that you so want to achieve. Like I wanted to achieve that, but you can't do it on your own. So that looks like, for me, helping people realize their dreams with Christ at the center. That for me looks like worshiping and doing music and making these kingdom art videos, like leading people to the creator of the universe, the one who created you with a unique purpose. So there's just no way that I could have got there on my own. And what God has taught me is that living in alignment with him is the true success, because everything is in its correct place, in its correct time, in the right order. And you'll be in the right mind and the right heart space when you're in alignment with God, so that you do feel fulfilled and successful. And then all of those other material things come, like resources and influence, etc. So that's how you can fix your soul. And it's really not you, it's God. But I'll just tell you, I tried self-development, self-help, self-development, motivation, discipline, all those things, and they will not get you to God. You can't earn your way to God. We can only surrender and ask Him to come into our lives, and that's the only way He will, because He's a gentleman, and He created you. So I would just highly recommend to give your life to the one who gave it to you, Jesus Christ, who died, rose from the dead, defeating death, so that we could have life not only here but in eternity with Him. So you could not only build things in this life, but you could be building things eternally, forever, that they never die. And that's what we truly all want. We love life when it's going good, and we don't want it to end. And it doesn't have to. There's life after death. So wanted to hop on here today, let you know that the true success is letting God fix your soul. So keep dreaming, my friends. The kingdom is with you.